Hi, good morning. This is Returning to Shen Qigong presented by Cowgirl. My name is Tori. I am your guide and your teacher for today's practice. Welcome to the Pasture. It is officially springtime here in the Pacific Northwest, and the air is warm. It is vibrant with a life, and it feels so good to be out here in a t-shirt, feeling the sun on my skin. So I'm just feeling inspired to do some practice today with the horses nearby. It's kind of shady behind me right here, but we got the horses grazing and munching on breakfast. So yeah, just want to do some Qigong. Don't really know exactly where the practice is going to take us today, but just a nice easy flow through some Taoist forms, maybe some mudras, and we'll just see. So go ahead and just arrive here in your body, wherever you're at, and just going to go ahead and get into a natural stance here with your feet planted on the ground below you, wherever you may be practicing today. And a slight bend in the knees, and just becoming aware of your body and where it exists in time and space right now. And beginning to become aware of your breath. And the environment around you and all of its sounds, smells, sensations. And now beginning to connect with the earth below us, nature around us, and heaven above us. Okay, and now switching our stance up a little bit and bringing our feet shoulder width apart here. Back up so you can see me. You want to have your feet firmly planted. Slight bend in the knees, pelvis tucked, spine straight, shoulders rolled back, head held high, chin tucked. Arms out to the side, just slightly, either with your palms facing back or towards your body. And this is becoming a bit more of an active stance here, where we're doing just a little bit more work to hold this form. And again, just taking a few breaths here, staying aware of the breath and the environment around you. And just starting to check in with what's going on inside. Gently reversing the light from external to internal. And just doing a little body scan here, starting at the top of your head and working your way down through your head, torso, your back, your hips, down through your leg bones into the bottom of your feet, and just seeing what's in there right now. And not seeking to control it or change it, just simply witnessing. And now putting your hands face down, connecting with the earth, that very yin, dense matter below us. And the 5 elements that exist within our earth. And just that deep well of energy. Now bringing your arms out to face your palms towards the front. Stretching out to connect with nature, what's here on our physical plane and the 3D world around us. And the birds and all the animals that exist with us today, right now in this practice. Yourself. and having gratitude for being able to be in this space. And now lifting your palms up and arms up towards the sky and connecting with the heavenly energy above us that shines down, that yang energy. It's the least dense. And it comes and shines down upon us from the divinity of the universe. Okay, and now bringing your arms down, and let's do that in one fluid motion, bringing down the heavens. So rooting your feet, slight bend in the knees, palms facing down towards the earth. And now we sweep up and collect earth energy, nature, heaven above. And we bring that all down and wash that over the front of our body. And again, connecting with the earth, nature around us, and heaven above us. And we bring that down and wash it over the back of our body now. And one more time. And down the center line of our body, now connected to the three treasures of earth, nature, and heaven. And just coming back to that Taiji stance here. And just seeing how you feel after doing some connection and some grounding. Personally, I feel really alive with the sounds and the sun, and I slept well, I've eaten, I've done chores this morning, so I'm feeling good and just really grateful to be able to connect right now and keep that energy grounded, because with this 2026 energy of the year of the fire horse, there's a lot of fast, upward, roaring movement of energy. And so like the horses behind us here, who are just masters at being grounded and are just so in connection to the present moment and earth, we have to ground those really exciting energies that are really pushing us forward. But we have to stay grounded, because if you think about the way that fire moves across the landscape, or thinking about a bonfire maybe rather is a better example here. But, you know, when you have a bonfire, you can see how it's attached to the logs below it, and it's being able to burn off and come from that. And if it loses contact from that, then it either burns out or it becomes this big uproar of flames. So having that woodiness, season of spring right now, needs to have that connection so it can have a sustainable source to be able to burn, but not burn out. So that's what we're doing here. So we're grounding that energy. We're allowing that excitement and that movement and that freedom and that, you know, just really big energy to go through us, but we got to stay grounded. So really important for this year of 2026. So there's that. Okay, so now I just kind of want to move into moving my body around and just kind of beginning to start getting into that form of dropping post. So coming up on the toes, bouncing down on the heels, having a bend in the knees, keeping that pelvis tucked, the core slightly engaged, and your shoulders dropped and relaxed. But, you know, this is less about being rigid, but, you know, we just want to be able to still have the body supported here while we're shaking. And just remember that groundedness and that beautiful yin energy from the earth. And as you're bouncing up and down, it's like you're constantly pulling up energy from down below in the earth. And vice versa. As you're dropping down, you're helping to break up any stagnant energy that needs to be let go of and returned to the earth so it can be composted and transformed into something new. This is just a really amazing exercise during the season of spring. We really need to get more movement in springtime to support our livers that are in charge of that free flow of energy and emotions, and it's doing a lot of work in the springtime. So we need to support it and help it. Sometimes, it's very masterful at doing detoxification on its own, but it needs a little support here and there. So our liver is connected to our eyes, so having your eyes open is helping with this purging release, and having greenery to look at really helps. Green is the color associated with spring and the liver and the element of wood. And having your eyes open allows fresh energy to come in. And breathing deeply through the nose and out through the mouth. Since we're purging, letting go of any anxiety, any worry, any doubt, any grief, any sadness, any fear, any anger or irritability. You release it just like that. It's gone. You don't need it. Starting to slow this movement down. You might be a little tired now. Got my heart rate up there. I'm just bouncing now with your knees. Slowing it down, stillness. Bringing the feet slightly together now, coming up on the toes, bringing the hands up to face the palms out, and dropping down on the heels. Shaking. Again. Okay, so let's do a little bit more here. We're gonna do trembling horse. So starting at the knees and shaking and working your way up the body as you inhale. Oh, feels so good. Okay, shaking and moving around as you need to anything else that needs to go. Yeah, trembling horse, just like the horses back here, if they're spooked or something with the energy changes and they're like, whew, there's a little uproar of energy, they shake it off. That's their way of resetting their nervous system. So shaking is so supportive of helping us come back into that parasympathetic state of rest and digest, relaxation. And I like to do those practices every day because we accumulate so much out in our world, whether we're online scrolling or we're having conflict with a friend or we're really busy at work. It doesn't always have to be negative. It could be a lot of really great interactions with, your loved ones, but we're constantly taking in. So we have to remember to let things out too. So being able to shake and do these grounding practices really returns us back to our center. And it's so important to stay connected to your center because that's just how you really regulate yourself and stay on course for what it is that you love and what you're trying to accomplish and your dreams and your visions, or simply just being wherever you may be in life. It can be really destabilizing in our world right now. So, okay, so let's do another round to bring you down the heavens just to kind of like clear out anything else that's remaining in our field. So again, feet rooted, knees slightly bent, straight spine, rolled shoulders back, and connecting with the energy of the earth and just feeling that rise of energy from the earth, connecting with the palms of your hands. My hands are very active right now and almost like suction cups grabbing that energy. And up, connecting with nature. Up above, connecting with the heavens. And like suction cups is now pushing that down like your coffee plunger in a French press. And we're just pressing down anything that's just kind of lingering in our field we no longer need. Let's do another pass. Down the back of the body, and again grabbing onto anything else that may be remaining and bringing in that fresh, beautiful chi. One more pass to go down the center of the body and the inside, the internal organs. I don't know, you probably can't see the horses because it's shadowy, but they've been, I can hear them behind me. I can't see them either, but I can hear them shuffling around and munching on hay, munching on grass. It's really lovely. So we've just done some purging, and I've just been chatting about what feels like it wants to come through. Let's do the 5 yang tonification exercise to support our zongfu organs, and then we'll do the pair of the yin tonification to just be able to target the pair of organs here and the zongfu, and then we'll close out. So I don't have a lot of time this morning, so thanks for being with me. So we're going to begin here with our feet a little bit wider. Knees bent, pelvis tucked, straight spine, shoulders back, head held high, and slight smile if that feels right for you. And now connecting with the area below your navel, your lower dantian, and just beginning to breathe into here and becoming aware of this energy center. Our root is connected to our root chakra. Okay, now we're going to bring our hands up in front of us, palms out about heart height. And we're going to bend our knees, and then we will rise our knees. And as we're rising, we will push our hands forward and down. And then when we come back up, we'll bend our knees. So really slow just to show you. Now standing in kind of a weird spot, hurts my foot, so I'm gonna adjust. Okay, that's better. So up and bending our knees when our hands are up by our heart, and straightening when they are starting to fall down. So this is what the motion is going to look like. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how my legs are bending. Try to keep your feet rooted. I don't have the best ankle mobility, so my heels sometimes like to jump up. So this is called beating the heavenly drum, and it is connecting with our 5 yang organs. And the breathing for this, when you have your hands up and your knees bent, you'll inhale. And then as your legs straighten, your arms go down, you will exhale. You don't want your arms to be like floppy, you know. You want to have good structure, almost like you're moving through water, or like a viscous honey. As I'm new to this whole teaching thing and still trying to like combine my personal Qigong practice with recording content, I have to like remember to like take a moment for myself in each of these postures to really like focus, because it does take focus and it does take intention, and there's imagination and imagery that can come along with it, which I've kind of, have talked about with the color of green. And here we can imagine a white or golden ball of energy in our lower dantian, and as we breathe in, it moves from our navels up our back, over our head, and when we exhale, it moves down, travels down the center front of our body back to the lower dantian, and continues to make that cycle. But it can be a lot to keep track of. So I just have to remember to like give myself a moment in these practices, because I'm here for myself more than anything. And I hope that my energy and, I hope that this reaches people, but more than anything, this is just for my self-cultivation and practice. And I think it's really beautiful, so I want to share it. But yeah, it's to be quiet sometimes, so. Okay, let's do that about 5 more times. Okay, last one. So let your arms come to the side gently, and do a few in your head without the movement. Okay, now we're going to step our feet out a bit wider again. Have everything nice and balanced with your body, and we're going to bring our arms out to the side all the way up above and looking at our hands, bringing them together. Now we're going to bend forward, keeping your head in line with your arms straight all the way down. And now like we're gathering from below us. And now we're going to bring our hands as if we're supporting something and slowly roll up our spine, and lastly straightening our legs, and the arms come back out to the side. So I'm going to do a few here, and just if you need to watch, follow along, gather, and keeping the knees bent while we roll up the spine, and the last thing that comes straight is our legs. This is called drinking bird, to support our yin organs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale as we gather and come up. Exhale as we release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as we gather. Exhale. Okay, let's do one more. And exhale and release. And just pausing, taking a few breaths here in whatever stance you find yourself in. Okay. All right, now bringing our feet back together here. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of regulating. So we've purged, we've let energy go, we've tonified, we've brought energy in. And now we're just gonna help balance the energy. Wherever energy needs to go, we're gonna help it get there. So bending your knees, bringing your palms in front of you with your fingertips facing towards your navel. And as you bend your knees, and then you start to rise and straighten them while bringing your palms up in front of you to your face. And then once you get to your face, flipping them out and forward and bending your knees to travel back downwards. So fluid motion will look like this. And we inhale upon the rise and we exhale upon the descent. And go to the side a little bit here so you can see it too, how my knees are moving. I'm facing a tree right now, and I just received an invitation to do some regulation with this tree in front of me that's out of frame. So bringing in that fresh energy from the tree and its roots, going deep down into the earth, that really beautiful, vibrant, supportive, upward energy. Okay. Thank you, tree. That was really beautiful. Okay, so now just placing your hands over your lower abdomen, just taking a few breaths as we start to close out here. Now we're gonna make a circle 9 times in each direction in front of our abdomen to help lock in this energy that we just brought in and regulated. So okay, and now rubbing your hands together to get them warm and bring all that chi in. We're going to place our hands in front of our eyes and just breathe in that fresh chi into our eyes and our optic nerves going to our brain. Now doing a gentle wash over the face, going up the center and down the sides, stimulating those meridians on the face. And now running your fingers through your hair or over your scalp. Called 10 Dragons Run Through the Forest. It's my favorite. I love that saying. I'm just doing some chi packing here, so tapping the back of our shoulders, and down the inside of the arm, down the yin channels, and up the outside of the arm, yang channels, across the chest here, other shoulder, and down the inside, up the outside. Now the abdomen here, down to the belly. And we want to go up the right side, down the left, up the right, down the left. And beating here at the sea of chi at our lower dantian and around our hips to our lower back, buttocks, side of our legs, down around the pinky toe, and then up the inside of the leg. And again here at the sea of chi, slowing that down. Now returning to our Weiji stance, natural stance here, and just seeing how you feel after a little bit of practice. And again, becoming aware of the environment around you, the sounds, the smells, the sensations. Just being relaxed here in this moment before we transition out into the world. And having gratitude for showing up today and being here and supporting yourself. Supporting yourself allows you to feel good. Okay. And I thank you so much. Again, my name's Tori. This is Returning to Shen Qigong, presented by Cowgirl. And I have an ecosystem of care modalities, lifestyle of practices with my horses, with the land, and with myself. That is Qigong, that is equine facilitated learning, that is land management practices, tending to the physical soil of the external world and tending to the internal soil of my body, and cultivating fertile ground for seeds to take root, whether that's an actual seed of a plant to regenerate my pasture or a seed of a dream and a vision that is within me that needs to be sprouted within this vessel, and having the support of my horses to hold me through these sproutings. That is just a piece of what I do with my work in Cowgirl. Returning to Shen Qigong is Qigong practices. Ren Restorative is my equine facilitated learning branch, and Cowgirl grazing for regenerative grazing with cattle, horses too. And yeah, thanks for being here. And I hope to continue to post Qigong videos and soon equine facilitated learning sessions and just really transmissions from the land and the horses and just the divine expression that wants to move through us as these vessels and oracles of the unspoken consciousness that exists around us. So thank you. I am deeply, deeply grateful. Thank you.